Alright, guys, we're back with another episode of The Longest 5 Minutes. When we started this series, I promised myself that I will not interview my friends. I'm guilty of that now. We have with us one of Sri Lanka's best entertainers and a good friend of mine. Singer, actor, dancer, you name it, he's got it all. Dushyanth Weeraman.
Thank you for telling my name properly.
Why? You thought so?
No, I appreciate it because a lot of people call me different stuff. Dushyanth, Dushmant, Dushman. Dushman is the worst.
Dushman is the worst.
Yeah.
Of course, The Longest 5 Minutes brought to you by Dalmai Coffee. Sponsor on the show, thank you very much. Try their coffees. Dushyanth and I will also do a coffee tasting session halfway through this interview. Let me start with the first question to you. Why do you copy Michael Jackson, Machan?
Well, I was always inspired by Michael Jackson. So there was a point in my career where I used to do a lot of Michael Jackson songs. But I don't know, it's a strong word that you're using, copy, you know.
Mm-hmm. Or is it like more like it's the likeness towards him? So you idolize him to a point where...
Of course, yeah. I think he's an amazing artist and I was so inspired by him. So as a kid, I used to sing and dance like him. So suddenly when somebody sees me performing and I might be performing something as to what I know, which is inside me, and I might be coming out as a Michael Jackson move or Michael Jackson sounding person, but so that perception would be, oh, he's still copying Michael Jackson, but it's just that, you know, it's so within me, I'm doing that without even, you know, with unintention basically.
Do you believe that he was responsible for all the crimes that were it's publicized on social media? I mean, in other words, do you think and assume, of course I don't know if you have had close encounters with Michael Jackson, but...
I haven't actually. I wish I had. But
do you think he's a pedophile?
You see, as much as when he was alive, he was acquitted of all counts, of all cases. As a person who was alive, he was a free man. He was an innocent man. He was proven in front of everybody in a legal system, in a very good legal system, that he was innocent. Okay. But right now what is happening is there is a person who defended him all his life.
Right. A strange sister, was it?
No. This guy, Wade Robson, is the first witness of Michael Jackson.
Knows the names and all, huh? Okay.
Yeah, he's you should...
Friend?
Well, none of them are my friends. I wish they were, but... The thing is, you know, if you the more important thing is that, you know, whether you want to scrutinize Michael Jackson at this point or whether you want to scrutinize the person who is accusing or coming up with allegation. Because if you just spend about 10-15 minutes on YouTube, you find these people have money problems, they've had career problems, they've tried getting into the Michael Jackson estate for work and they've been rejected, and suddenly thereafter these allegations and stories have come up. They have written books about it. Nobody had wanted to do the publication, and this is like the last straw. After 10 years, he's suing Michael Jackson's estate for $1.6 billion before this. So before this documentary. So when you look at the credibility, it doesn't make much sense, you know. And this man is dead. He doesn't have anything to defend, and it's a one-sided documentary and has not given any of the stories that the Wade Robson had with Michael Jackson in terms of as a good friend, or the fact that he used to date Michael Jackson's niece, and the fact that it was Michael Jackson who introduced Wade to this. You know what I mean? There are so many stories that the media don't know and they don't want to talk about it because it doesn't sell.
Yeah. So we're going to go into a quick coffee break with Dalmai Coffee and return with Dushyanth Weeraman, not with Michael Jackson, because this show is not dedicated to the late great king of pop. But of course, we're going to throw some curveballs at Dushyanth after this.
Right after.
තොප්පියක් ඕනද කාටරේ?
මම ගොඩක් සල්ලි දීලා ගත්තා කොහොමද තිබ්බා?
තොප්පි අරන දාගෙන මල්ලි දාගෙන. ඔය දාගෙන. අඳිනවා. Can I have
මේක
this?
you can wear that.
Kangaroo. Huh?
I actually got that as a gift.
From Michael?
No, a pastor in Italy.
No way.
Yeah.
This is from the wedding.
No, another guy who was at the village who was coming
But
to the
I
church.
saw this.
Not bad. Good throw.
Man, I should do some. Earlier we spoke about Michael Jackson, but we thought, hey, let's move on and talk about other important things. Dush, that
Yes.
coffee for you.
Yes, please. Thank
Sir.
you.
So we are powered or fueled by Delmai coffee and
What coffee?
Delmai coffee.
Wow.
German.
Like lost an insane amount of weight.
Yeah. I've been eating from the calorie counter, you don't know.
Like
They haven't counted right. Yeah. No, you're shrinking.
you're like the size of my pinky now.
Excuse me.
That's my life story.
Alright folks, we're back. This is the longest 5 minutes with me, Asanka. Dushyanth Weeraman is here with us and
I'm here too.
Yeah.
Hi. How are you?
I'm good. Hi, how are
Nice
you?
to see you guys. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Have a good interview, darling.
Thank you, love. Bye. Okay, getting back. I mean, there's a nice doggy there. Yeah?
Hey, don't sit. Anyway, do you ever wish that Bhati and Santosh was Dushyanth and Santosh?
Oh boy. No, I think to be fair by the fans of Bharti and Santosh, I think it will be a crime to think.
No, I mean, before all of this happened, before Bhatia met Santosh, we have no qualms with Bhatia. Bhatia is good friends. Santosh
No,
also
I
good
don't
friend.
think I ever wanted to work with my brother, nor did he want to work with me. So that would never happen.
What were your initial thoughts when your brother joined hands and started BNS? Did you ever think that
Oh yeah, I always knew this was going to happen.
you saw that coming?
I knew in 20 years time, in 40 years time, this is where they're going to be.
Right.
I knew that. I know my brother.
Yeah.
You see, he's a visionary guy. He knows where he's going, and his eyes are always on the prize. He's been that guy. So I knew he just needed a nice, good team, people to partner up with, and yeah, I always knew this was going to happen.
Could it have ever been Bhati and Dushyanth? Have you ever thought of that?
Probably not, because my personality would clash with Bharti, because we have similar personalities. We are very out there, we take control of stage. So two people trying to take, and that's just the stage aspect. And then in terms of, management and all of those things, Santosh is very, very, how do I
Laid
put
back?
it? No, not laid back at all. When it comes to business, he's not laid back. He's 10, 15 steps ahead all the time. So and Bhatia is a good partner. He's a good PR man, and Santosh is a very tactical, strategic person. So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand. Do you think that if you partnered with maybe someone else of your similar caliber back in the day, that you would have had better or more success comparing that with your solo career which is going on?
Yeah, I mean, definitely one and one is not just two, right? You have to understand one and one creates an explosion. For instance, I just started singing with my wife.
Very nice.
Yeah, we just, not that we started singing, just that it happened
Just so
automatically.
happened, yeah.
Just so happened because of a reality TV series. We went there and people liked us, and all of a sudden, and there's another person who sees another whole aspect of things, and so there's always good. Yeah.
What is it like to be married to a former Miss Sri Lanka and a current beauty queen?
You see, don't
You
think
see how I
about it
worded
every
that?
day.
Do you like how I worded that? No? I thought it was a compliment. You say former Miss Sri Lanka, current beauty queen. That means you're a beauty queen now.
Okay.
Gee, that's all I get. I wrote this script like late last night. Jesus, give me some
You
credit.
understand how tough to be married to that lady. Yeah, so basically I don't think about it, it's just that, she's that woman in my life that I love and I fell in love with and I'm happy to be with, and she's a wonderful woman. She's a I've started to see life in a different perception, and that's another whole new opening for me. And I think, and I'm always grateful for that. But I don't think of her as a former Miss Sri Lanka or a beauty queen. She's a beautiful woman. She's a very beautiful woman. I'm happy to be with her.
No doubts about that. Folks, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with the longest 5 minutes. Dushyanth Weeraman, Asanka Sahabandu. That also would have been...
Ah!
She's also here, by the way. We could have also been a duo. I don't know.
Yeah.
I couldn't give you this idea back in the day. Anyway, we'll go for a break.
Yeah.
You've shrunk, man.
No, man. You've never seen me in a pair of shorts. Or have you?
No, your face has shrunk. Your face has shrunk. Your head is.
Yes, I have grown my beard. Stop bullying
You see,
me.
the thing is, if I didn't ever partner up with somebody else.
Save it.
Ah.
We're not rolling. When sit, Stephanie?
We all haven't started yet.
Yeah, darling, go and sit there.
Hi guys.
This is what I go through every day when I come
know,
here.
right?
This is what you go through every day. Excuse me, this is what you go through every day. What are you talking about? This is what I go through every day.
When we host together, he loves.
I wake up in the morning, darling, where are you going? I said, just woke up, go to the toilet.
Is she like this at home now? She's like,
Bloody
in
hell,
your face,
man.
kind of like,
Fuck.
darling.
Oh yeah, of course.
Must be super romantic.
Oh yeah.
Are you like a, I don't like any marks on my coffee cup kind of guy, or?
Very easygoing guy, I don't have issues.
That's very true.
But good coffee,
But-
right?
He's very easygoing.
Yeah.
Nice.
Understanding.
Nice to know.
patient.
Thank you. This is not your interview.
Recently, there was a huge allegation on social media leveled against all musicians. It was like a blanket allegation that musicians are alcoholics, they drink, they have bad marriages, they're on drugs, they're on drugs half the time they're on stage. Is this true, Machang? Does this happen at all? Maybe the alcohol part.
I don't know. I didn't hear about this. I'm not on Facebook most of the time. So, well, if there was something like that, it could be partially true. It could be half. Because what I see is these drugs and alcohol, all of these things come into play when there's entertainment.
Fun.
Most of the time.
And there's fun happening in the background.
Yeah, and most people do these things for fun. So entertainment, music, and all these things probably come into the same scenario. So people can easily say musicians also are in this thing. So
Have you ever done drugs?
I don't-
Recreationally tried, accidentally someone put things in your mouth without your consent?
I always put things in his mouth without his consent.
can you keep quiet, please? Thank you very much.
Like antibiotics.
Like that.
You see,
coming back to that question.
If it's about the topic of drugs we're going to talk about, I don't think me consuming drugs or it's an important thing to be answered, because for us to scrutinize a rapist, we don't have to be a rapist now. So I don't think it's very important to know, because what I say now, it's not important. If I say yes, I have, it'll open another door. Then if I say I haven't, it'll open another door. I don't think that's the important thing here, whether I have done.
It's kind of like when you're a child, when you're a kid, and your parents tell you, don't smoke, don't drink.
Yeah, of course.
And then you're caught smoking or drinking for the very first time. When you're caught, you're an underage drinker, aren't you? No one's going to have a problem of you.
I didn't get caught. I was underage. I guess I never got caught. Therefore,
There you go.
my parents know that.
He just answered that. So
No, I mean,
the alcohol.
in
for
terms
sure.
of, I had a beer with my, bro last weekend. So
Yeah. So coming back to that question of like you said, people scrutinize people saying that entertainments stage kuda bonawa, cigarette bonawa.
Yeah, so-
that's why they are having heart attacks, sugar, all of this. It's always being leveled against either an entertainer or someone who's really out and about, like an actor.
yeah. So let it be. Who cares? I'm one of those people who don't give much about these activists. I think they're a bunch of hypocrites.
Okay.
There are so many bigger things to worry about in their own lives.
Yeah.
And like for instance, this Vilpattu thing.
Yeah.
People who don't even plant a tree or water their plants, yet they're talking about saving Vilpattu right now.
Yeah.
You know.
No, but
So-
they've changed their profile pictures.
Exactly. So it's not like they're making any change. You know, I think there should
Profile
be.
picture ke
If
maal
people
graph.
want to
Also,
make a
don't
change,
paint everyone with the same brush.
yeah. If people want to make a point,
Yeah.
right? If they want to make a difference, I think you should see the big picture. Like we were talking about Bharti Santosh before, right?
Yeah.
But you asked me whether I would see them being here because
Yeah.
they had their eyes on the prize. If people have their eyes on the prize and not on the little things that you see on the way, right? We will get somewhere. Right now on Facebook, everybody's talking about Vilpatu, and tomorrow it will be about feminism matter or some racist matter, some religious matter, something, pumpkins or whatever, right? But what really happens is here is that, you know, we don't have, in a democratic republic country, we don't, in that system, we don't have people to serve us properly. Which is why we have Vilpatu to all these problems.
Yeah.
So without us just concentrating on these issues that coming every day another, right? We might as well just concentrate and to be able to find people who actually can serve for us. That's the prize. That's where the eyes should be.
Thing.
Yeah.
I feel like you didn't answer that properly.
No, he answered that. He segued it. He said, no, if I say yes, it'll open
but
another can of
I feel
worms.
like it makes him sound like he's a person who doesn't even drink, he flush. I feel like you gave the impression that you're like the biggest druggie on earth. And you
Fuck it, I don't care.
That's what he said. He said he doesn't care. And it shouldn't be about that. It shouldn't be about that.
Yeah, but still, okay.
Okay, I'll add something to it, will you?
Yeah, because you should say that people are just generalizing and it's like trying to say.
Go on,
all
I'll
Muslim
tell.
people are terrorists.
Darling,
That-
I can't do this with you here. Either you leave or you keep quiet.
Yeah, keep quiet.
It's very hot, huh?
I know, Matsa. Right. Okay. Let's do it. Okay, Matsa.
Thanks.
Okay, right.
Okay, I'm just gonna add something because my wife thinks that I said things as if I'm like a druggie. Just look at me and judge for yourself. You know, if I'm a user of alcohol or anything of that
Yeah.
intoxicating.
I've actually never had a drink with you. Have I? I have had a drink.
No,
with
I
you
don't
once.
drink much, so maybe we haven't got to it. Doing that, I don't do that.
We're rushing through this interview of the longest 5 minutes.
I love to be a
Dushyanth.
drinker though.
You'd love to be though.
I'd love to be a drink. I thought, you know, once in a while I've had wine, I've enjoyed it, but maybe it's because of my career. I'm so focused in what I want to do,
Yeah.
and I find alcohol to all these things being a problem with it.
Yeah.
And it's like not wanting to eat rice. I know rice will, you know, one day kill me. So it automatically I don't like rice like that. I think my mind works in a such way that, you know, I keep away from some of this intoxicating stuff.
Very cool. So, the longest 5 minutes with Dushyanth Weeraman, Asanka Sahabandu, brought to you by Dalmai Coffee. We are rushing through this interview partly because there's a power cut enforced in our area. So, we had a power cut in the morning. I couldn't interview a couple of guests.
I must say this coffee is so nice.
Thank you. Thank you to the people responsible for the power generation. Also, speaking of power generation, did you, you had a business of generators at some point, right?
Oh no! Not that I had a business. I worked with
Company or something?
yes, a very close family friends of ours.
Oh, right, okay.
They actually helped me start off my own business, Studio 48.
Yes.
So
In
it was in the
operation
same
anymore?
building. Yeah, it was in the same building. So I was helping them out with selling some generators, getting some clients, because I used to work at Mercedes-Benz. So I have another whole clientele of people who have these big businesses who need big generators. So in that sense, I had a bit of engagement there. Not that I did the business of generators.
Sweet bugger all there, yeah?
Sweet bugger all. That's what it was.
So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back on the other side with Dushyanth Weeraman and the voice of Stephanie Sirivardhana.
Is she mic'd?
Hi guys, we're back. This is the longest 5 minutes with me, Asanka, and Dushyanth Weeraman.
Yes, Dushyanth. I
Like your name,
said.
right? We're of course fueled by Dalmai Coffee.
Dalmai.
Dalmai.
Alright.
Dalmai, German coffee brand on the show. They'll be out in the market, of course, brought to you by Fitz Retail. Let me ask you this. So, how do I ask you this question? Okay, so you started off in your solo career. You did really well.
Thank you.
You came out with your the Dancing Star
2008.
reality show.
Yes.
So long ago, it worked out really well for you
Yes.
to establish yourself. Did you also act at any point?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so cinema and stage.
Yes, both.
Okay, so from that,
I've done a Hollywood movie,
very nice. What was it?
Common Man with Sir Ben Kingsley.
Ah, that's cool.
Alright,
man.
moving on.
Right, I didn't know about that. I'm so sorry, man.
No, it's okay.
Do you have the DVD?
Yeah, I think I do.
Okay,
I'll
so
give you.
so from having fame and success in those categories and in those respective industries, now you have moved into a band. Is that a downgrade or is that an upgrade?
Well, that's how you want to look at it. You see, I've had a very good career.
Okay.
You know, the bad thing about a very good career is you get to a point where you're right at the top, and top is a very lonely place.
Okay.
And it's like that in the one extreme of black becomes white, and black's extreme becomes white, things like that. When you go to that real corner, I actually went into depression and things. I didn't like what I was. I liked the fact that I was very successful in my work and a lot of fans.
So,
I earned a lot.
Were you diagnosed at any point? Or
No,
was
I
it
did
like a
not. I did
self-
not go. No, I think it is just self-realization that I was sad. I was depressed. I was not happy. I was feeling a lot of loneliness, and you feel like
That you've not achieved anything or you've done something. Is it
No,
that
you
or?
clearly know you have achieved stuff, because when you have so many people around you seeing you in a larger than life way, and you start thinking of, everybody puts that into your head, and
yeah, I know what you mean.
you realize you have done well, but it's just that you don't have people to share that with you, So then all of a sudden you get to a thing. So then there was a point there I was questioning myself a lot, and then I kind of figured out, okay, this is it. When you're there, it can be a dark spot, so you need to somewhat find the middle path. So then I used to think, okay, how do I do this? Do I go back to working at Mercedes or getting back to a corporate job? Do I dilute my image? And then I understood, okay, you know what, I love being an artist. I love singing on stage. I love to dance. I like the attention, but I don't like them invading my private life. I don't like the fact that I don't have friends to talk about daily stuff, what I do. Then I thought, okay, a band is a cool idea. And it also came with another whole thing where I had to go to a event, and this band did not treat me well. I was thinking to myself, I don't need these kind of
What is the band? Tell us the name.
Say that's not nice.
So
So I'll tell you the story.
another.
I'll tell you the story. So basically, there was a friend of mine who was getting married. He
Okay.
called up and asked me for a recommendation. I gave a band, and he wanted me to select a band because he wanted me to sing at his wedding.
Correct.
So I was singing at the wedding after practicing with the band, and suddenly this band did not play accordingly what I was supposed to play. So then I thought, okay, this is really bad treatment. This is, taking away what I could do. So I thought, why should I be, depending anybody else to play my song? Then I decided, okay, I'm going to do a band, and then immediately I figured my market is lot into the Sinhalese market and the English market. I do the classical stuff, I do the pop stuff, I do the Sangeeta Sandarshana stuff, and I also do the Latin band stuff. I do the corporate Shangri-La Hilton thing also.
Yeah, you mean from Biscuit Kudu to
Biscuit
jazz.
Kudu to yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So then I figured out, okay, since my market is all over the place, I need to figure out one band for the corporate and the wedding market, which is a new area for me, because as an artist, as a celebrity artist, it's tough for you to go for an wedding,
Understand? Yeah.
Then I created Kurumba with Dushyanth, and then I also have another band called D-Star, which we more like a backing band for Dushyanth Weeraman as well as DNS or whoever that comes in. So then this is how it came about. So somebody who doesn't know my story might think, okay, this is that Dushyanth Weeraman we all saw on TV, and suddenly he's singing with a band. What's up with him? He's not doing music. But that's the story that I thought, okay, I need to figure out my happiness.
Yeah.
and I love being
On stage, yeah.
no and working with the band, and and I learned so much.
So we share this common interest. So we've both been part of band. So he's
Yeah,
still
you
a
know
part
what
of the
I'm
band.
talking about.
So being in a band is almost like having
Another family.
yeah, and 5 best friends and having a rocking good time
Absolutely.
and getting paid for it.
Yeah, and the best part about this is I've done the Takarang shows, no?
Yeah.
The Sangeeta Sandarshan stuff.
Define a Takarang show.
Takarang show is when you go to a outstation ground, right? In the basically these shows start at 10 o'clock in the night, finishes off at 3-4 in the morning. So your slot is somewhere in between after the main band plays, which is after midnight. So you go there, you stay under the Takarang shed, having your name written on a piece of paper against all the other artists who are performing that night.
Yeah.
And after and before your performance, you're bombarded with your fans with a lot of sweat and and in their intoxicated state.
Yeah.
So that's a Takarang show.
Yeah.
So going from the Takarang show to playing at Shangri-La, Hilton, Water's Edge, in a nice ballroom, air-conditioned place where you have plenty of good food to eat, nice stuff to drink, and a lot of pretty girls to look at.
Yeah.
I think that was a good choice.
Yeah. Good that we sent Stephanie back into the room. Yeah.
Absolutely. She's back there.
Oh no, she's here. You heard us.
I hope you enjoyed the looking, darling.
Yeah. So yeah. So that's so I like this. I like this.
Makes sense. We've had a really interesting chat with Dushyanth Weeraman. Sadly, we haven't spoken about him much, but you would understand from the answers that he provided us for the questions that he's a man of many talents and he is very, very considerate.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Thank
joining
you for
us today,
having me.
Machang. It was an absolute pleasure.
Absolute pleasure to be here as well.
Nice shirt.
Thank you. Oh, by the way, can I give credit to this guy who gave me the shirt?
No,
I love this shirt.
Now, of course, you can't wear it anywhere because this
Why not?
video will be all over the place.
This is the thing. I am not a guy like that. This is the whole thing about me is I don't want to be that. Be like who Lady Diana who doesn't repeat a costume. That's BS. Live normal life. Live like a tourist, man. Don't think of so many things.
Yeah.
Take life easy.
Sure.
Try your shirt twice. You will love it.
Yeah.
Even more.
I wear my shirts twice.
Good.
More than that, you've seen it.
Absolutely.
Anyway, longest 5 minutes, Dushyanth Weeraman. Thank you very much. Fueled by Dalmai coffee. See if you have any narcotics in your wallet.
Who keeps narcotics in a wallet?
I don't know.
That's like the stupidest thing to do.
One person have narcotics. Is
That's
it?
mine.
Yes?
Why would I keep it?
There's only 400 rupees. Can't be yours, no? I'm kidding.
I'm kidding.
Can I end this interview, please? Like we are.
I don't know. Can you?
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Steph, come say bye. Dushyanth is annoying.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Some people still ask me, so how was it winning Miss Sri Lanka? I'm like, why don't you listen to all the other 700 interviews I've done and maybe get an opinion from that?
Are we recording this? Can we?
Yeah, we ran a B-roll. That's okay, you can be yourself. So, what's happening?
Not much,
No, she knows we are recording.